Welcome to Kundalini Yoga. I'm Amanda. Today we're doing a Kundalini Yoga flow for strength, for confidence, for vitality. It is nighttime, and I don't really feel like doing this. And I also have to be quiet to an extent because there's a 2-year-old sleeping in the next room over. But we're gonna go for it anyway. Yes. Because it's more important to me. Because future me, tomorrow morning me, feeling confident in the yoga flow she's about to lead is way more important than current me. Doing what the vibes say rather than what the vibes and reality is saying. And that's my dharma. All right, we are going to start with 2 deep cleansing breaths and our opening chant, which is Om Namo Gurudev E Namo. Also, we have no music, we're just going with it. Hands come together, palms to touch, and suddenly we're locked in. Mind is tapped into the body, body is tapped into the space, my space is tapped into your space. It's like, it just happened. Now I'm here. Beautiful, amazing. Take a nice deep breath. Let it out. Breathe in and breathe out. They don't always have to be so dramatic. Okay, we'll breathe in once more and then do our chant 3 times. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. Om Namo Gurudev Namo. All right, for our first pose, first movement of the flow, we're doing a subconscious hypnosis. It goes like this. Clap the thighs, tap the thighs, hit the thighs, 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 hands, open, hands. Clap the thighs, clap the thighs, clap the hands, open the hands, clap the hands, thighs, thighs, clap the hands, open the hands, clap the hands, thighs, thighs, clap the hands, open the hands, clap, thighs, thighs, clap, open, clap, thighs, thighs, clap, open, clap, thighs, thighs, clap, open, clap. You should have this down by now, so go ahead and find your own rhythm in it. This is your own practice. Also, I'm not being that loud with my clapping. Again, baby. But typically, I would be as loud as I possibly could. Alright, and I'm getting distracted. That's fine. If you lose your rhythm, if you forget, pause. Come to me. Jump in. And I will do my best not to get distracted. I feel like I'm in middle school doing like one of those clapping games. I'm trying to put more emphasis on that open. Now trying to put more emphasis on each move. Okay, next time my hands come together, keep them there. Take a nice deep breath in. Hold. Squeeze the body. Interesting. Sometimes the body doesn't want to be squeezed. I have been doing so much yoga this week. I don't want to be squeezed. When I was making this yoga flow, I was like, I can't move my arms. We're not doing all of that. So I'm just not going to squeeze. But like, if you have that in you, go for it. Sip in a little bit more air and release. The next pose is so good. This is like the best one in the whole Kriya. All right. So our hands are going to come together like perpendicular, and you're going to clasp them. Okay? The thumbs are overlapping. The elbows are going to lift, and then they're going to lower and close in on your ribs. I have to move my mic. Okay? So you really want to be hitting your elbows to your ribs. Let's see, what can I do here? I'm going to put it down for a moment. I hope and suspect this is fine. Okay. Hands are clasped. You're literally like hitting yourself with your arms. This is resetting the pranic body. Prana meaning breath. Prana meaning life force. Prana meaning breath. Keep it going. This is a really interesting pose because I do a lot of arm stuff. Kundalini does a lot of arm stuff. But this is getting the shoulders in like a new way. It's like right here, that collarbone trap area. It's awesome. You literally want to reach for the bottom ribs. When I chose this pose, I want to say, okay, consider if you have a bra on, taking it off so that you can feel more. Literally shaking the lamp on my bedside table. All right, squeeze the elbows in. Breathe in. Squeeze the hands. Squeeze your body. Contract what is willing to receive pressure. And release. All right. Arms wide, palms up. We're opening to receive. This is the whole pose. So you're going to close down your eyes and you're going to get comfortable and you're going to breathe and you're going to listen to your breath and you're going to keep listening to your breath. Those micro movements are like literal intelligence flowing through your body and reprogramming it. So just go with them. Allow them to move you. And if you're not at the micro movements relationship with your body, like, that's fine. It's just what my body does. Okay. The hands come up overhead. Prayer mudra with the hands, palms together, and we hold. My foot has the craziest pins and needles right now. It's so hard to stay still. I guess anything can be a nighttime experience if you are willing to slow it down to that level. If you are willing to listen to your body and allow it to direct you into the way of being, the breath, the thought, the feeling that is aligned with nighttime, rather than just like doing things the way that you know how to do them, the way that Kundalini yoga usually looks. All right, let's release those hands down to the knees or the thighs, palms up. Beautiful. Next one. Hands come to fists in front of the shoulders. We're going to reach up like on this angle, so sort of like to the top corner is a good way to visualize it. Grab hold of that atmosphere, that energy, however you want to envision it, relate to it. Grab a hold, grab a big fistful, pull it back down. Other hand up, grab hold, pull it back down. Up, grab hold, pull it down. Up, pull it down. Up, pull it down. Grab it and pull it down. Then you add your breath. Once you've got the power, the intensity that you need. As always, the eyes close, because all you need to be focused on is what you're doing with your body, and that includes breathing. You don't need to be thinking. You don't need to be feeling. You just need to be doing what it wants to do. Remember, you just opened up to receiving. Now, everything that you desire, everything that you could possibly have is right there above you. Pull that shit down. And come to center. Breathe it in. Everything that you collected, it's already within you. It's there. Good job. Open up the fists. Bring the palms down to the legs. Take a nice big breath in. Release. Open up the eyes. We are going to do our Sufi grind, our hip circles. You're in easy pose. My leg is asleep, so I have this like leg extension posture going on. That's fine. All right, so these Sufi grinds are different in that they're deep. Like I want your belly folding to your thighs, okay? So we want to go wide and deep. Okay, I'm like trying not to. Let's go. I don't care what your tailbone is doing. I don't care what your hips are doing. I don't care what anything is doing. Just intend for these to be deep, really dramatic, really wide. Interesting. Oh my gosh, my foot. Okay, super interesting. Do it if you want. I brought both my legs extended out so that I'm in like a wide leg seat right now. So satisfying on my hips, I have to say. Unexpected. Okay, switch directions. All right, when you start naturally slowing down, then close it. My body is telling me it's about done with those. Take a nice deep breath in at center. Hands come back, relax. Fingers away from the body. Melt into those elbows. Try and take the tension out of the shoulders. Okay, who would have thought this would get me ready for bed? That was not my intention. It just goes to show how the way that you move and breathe and think and relate will change your experience of something. Because I could do this like high energy, pumping, and like it would reflect that back. But because I'm being soft and I'm being gentle and I'm being slow and I'm even with my voice, I'm being quiet, quieter than I usually am for Kundalini yoga. It's all coming together to create this preparedness for sleep. It's the body's own intelligence. Amazing. Okay, we're going to come to our easy pose. I do believe this one is important to have your feet cross-legged. I'm going to have to put my mic down again. What we are doing is coming to Venus Mudra with the hands. On the crown. Okay, so we interlace the fingers, hands on the crown. We're going to twist the body. And then we're going to lower the chest and keep twisting. Then we're going to raise the chest and keep twisting. Oh my God, this is actually so satisfying. I think probably the breath is supposed to be a little bit more intentional in, like, let's say, inhale on the way down, exhale on the way up. But mine is doing its own thing because this is hitting me very deeply. Make sure when you come down though, you're still twisting side to side and you don't just do like an elbow thing. The whole body is twisting. Clearly, I have stopped going up and down. It's because I got really deep into a meditative space. And that is what Kundalini yoga is meant to do. That is what these poses and movements are meant to do. It's awesome in any like exercise or bodywork modality when you make something your own. When you take the structure, the blueprint, the base model, the direction, and you freaking make it your own. That is like peak bodywork. Peak bodywork, obviously. Because it's for the individual. It's been specialized for the individual. Alright, let's come to stillness slowly because you do not want to be feeling dizzy. Okay. Interesting. We're gonna take a moment. Let's come to the back actually. I'm going to bring my knees into my chest. I want all that energy from the twisting in the chest, the back, the spine. I want it to settle. And so I'm doing this like semi-eagle wrap with my legs to support the counterbalance. Oh my god, that is so good. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, I wish I had a pose to just lay on our back here. Alright, what we are going to do is this sort of moving meditation. So your hands are like in a ball, and you're going to use the mantra HUD. HUD is how it sounds, H-A-R. You're going to say it and bring your like pinky side of the hands together, and then you're going to say it again and bring the thumb side of the hands together. So we're just doing this, but like obviously in front of you in your direction. Okay. HUD, 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 HUD. Obviously the eyes are open because otherwise my hands would be missing each other. HUD, 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 HUD. I'm gonna make my way up and try and keep this meditation with my hands going now that I've got a little bit more energy in me. HUD, 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 HUD. HUD, 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 HUD. My wrists did not want to be moving so much, so I made my circle bigger. HUD, 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 HUD. Alright, we'll begin releasing this meditation. Let's bring the hands to the belly, back to the back, down the hips, down the thighs. The hands are so active right now, you may as well use it. Up the thighs, together, overhead, up the arms, down the arms, lifting the arms, side to side, pulling the arm from one side to the other by grabbing hold of the biceps. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Relax the body. Keep the tension in the hands. And we'll release it down. All right. Now, in our easy pose, we're going to do these rocks, where the intention is to fully lift our tailbone off the ground. So we're rocking forward and like catching ourselves with our hands. Okay, that didn't really help that much. If you want to roll forward and not catch yourself with your hands, like instead of catching yourself here, catch yourself lower. So you sort of levitate your hands a bit longer. That's awesome. If you are not able and willing, mobile enough to lift your tailbone that much, just a little rock is still going to be super powerful. But I notice when I do this little rock that in order to stop myself from going all the way, this one foot actually, is flexing in a way that's stopping my other leg. Okay, so if you notice that you're actually just stopping yourself, why don't you try and explore that next couple of inches and see what they look like. And we're breathing. All right, let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2. Actually, one more. Keep your head down towards the ground. And if your head isn't on that ground, you're just holding, squeezing, and release. Okay, doing amazing. Legs are out long. Okay. Hands reach forward. We have thumbs up. We reach forward, we lean back. We reach forward, we lean back. Go ahead, find your rhythm. Make sure you're breathing. Don't force your hips to stay stable like this, or like this. My hips want to move. Sounds good. All right. Reach, hold, flex the toes, get that stretch. And release. We're going to come to stand. And see how the mic does with this. All right, so we're standing with our legs wide and our hands in this star position. We're going to reach opposite hand to opposite foot. I can reach my toes, so I'm going to go there. If you're reaching your shin or your ankle or your knee, that's fine. Okay, so we reach, come back up, Keep reaching. Same leg. Don't let this arm do weird things. Keep it up. Lock in. We're going to do this for like a minute. And then yes, we are doing the other side. Notice if your weight is just like dropping into that foot once you get there. Or if you're able to like hold the hand up, hold that body weight in your core instead of releasing it. Ooh, this kills. Okay, up, pause, and switch. This is actually pretty hard, so like hand can come to the hip, I think, if it's really a challenge, if it's too much of a challenge. Okay, up. Hold. Breathe it in, squeeze the tailbone. Micro bend in the legs, squeeze the tailbone again, and breathe in. All right, come to your neutral stance. This is our last pose before Shavasana. So give it your all. We're doing the same thing, star, except we're just going to hold at one side. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not true. We're going to alternate one and then the other, okay? Let's go. We could do it. We're going to do 1 full minute. Ready, set, go. Halfway through. Oh, nice. We have like 2 more. And then come up to stand. Breathe it in. Squeeze the tailbone. Micro bend the legs. Breathe it in again. Release the hands slowly, gently. And come down to your back. For your Shavasana. Yay, you made it. We made it. Forgive my drinking water sounds. All right, first things first, like close the eyes, turn off the brain. Just like be in a state of nothing. Like go to sleep, you know, that state of nothing. Like the moment before you go to sleep where there's just like, you know, you don't have to do anything. You know, there's just like hours of nothingness ahead of you. That's the place. Release all that excess energy, all the carbon dioxide. reflect briefly on this practice and where you started and where you were in the middle of it and where you are now. Decide if you want more rest or if you want to start waking up the body. If you'd like more rest, ignore everything I'm about to say. If you'd like to start waking up the body, hands come together, give them a little rub. We want to start putting some pressure into the hands with the fingers, right? So like massaging around the knuckles, around the wrists, putting a bend into those wrists, bending the elbows, breathe into the shoulders, reach your arms up overhead, grab opposite elbows, pull on those opposite elbows, release the arms, take a nice big breath in, shimmy the shoulder blades together, rock back and forth on your hips, give a little neck roll if you're able. Take a nice big breath in, relax all of that, relax the butt to the ground. I want you to feel that tailbone space. Do what you can to get that tailbone to meet the mat, the ground beneath you. Now stop sucking in your stomach. Allow the muscles to release, to go deep. Allow the surface layer of muscles to turn on. They're very chill muscles. I don't know what the point of saying that was. Breathe into the ribs, the lower ribs, where the sternum separates. There's so much tension there. Breathe in. Intend that from now on, from this moment and forward, there is specifically energy washing through that space, flowing through that particular space, specific energy made to, aligned with, resonant with that space. And the way that that energy moves is that it flows like waves through your body. Infinitely. That space is forever being washed until the day comes where you desire or realize or understand something and you decide to shift the way that that energy moves, to shift the way that that space in your body relates. You have free will. That is what the free will is for. Let's all come to a seat when you're ready to close out our practice. Please pause if you need. Hands come together, heart center, or wherever. Take a nice big breath in. Blow it out through the mouth really gently, like you're blowing out a candle. On our next exhale, we'll close with Satnam. Inhale. Exhale. Satnam. Hands come to the floor. Bow the head gently beneath the heart. in surrender, in gratitude. To the mind, to the body, to the space. And when you're ready, come back and have the best day. Thank you.